Show me some titties. Show me some titties. Show me some titties. I'm in the zone when you see me. You gon' get a beating. Run through the whole or receive it. How I do it, know it look easy. Let me show you some titties. Yeah. Show me some titties. Show me some titties. Show me some titties. I'm in the zone when you see me. You gon' get a beating. Run through the whole or receive it. How I do it, know it look easy. Let me show you some titties. Yeah, I know you believe it.
Why don't we introduce ourselves? I feel like we never introduced ourselves. I'm going to go first because I already know what you're going to say. But I am the host, Derek. Show me some TDs, OnlyFans.
Welcome to our regularly scheduled Tuesday podcast. At least we're on time this time. It's me, your commissioner, the team owner of Steve Large and in charge. What's up, man?
It's me, the commissioner.
Whatever, dude. It's me.
I saw on the fantasy app and website that you can buy from Amazon. Like, I'm the commish.
Oh yeah.
You could even get like the score of like the team.
I should have brought the T-shirt I wore for draft day.
Yeah.
With the Godfather commissioner. Fucking tight.
But before we get started, it's Modelo time.
Ooh. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here with us.
Yeah.
Show me some TDs podcast, baby.
So, what an exciting week,
right?
Let me start off with like we did last week, and the person who showed me some TDs this past week, Tua.
To be honest, I don't think you can pick another person. 6 touchdowns.
6 touchdowns. Comeback win against Baltimore.
Sat on the bench. Somebody missed my advice.
I don't think he missed your advice. He just blatantly disregarded the advice.
Well, that's on.
I mean, we could both agree that he should have started. I mean, I don't see nothing out of Trey Lance. I watched him play last year.
Yep.
And even though Seattle's didn't play that good, I still didn't think Trey Lance was going to be anything near what Tua could put up, because he was going to play from behind. It was, you knew almost every time Baltimore plays Miami, Lamar has like 4 or 5 touchdowns. So they're going to play from behind. So he's going to get some yards.
Yeah.
And guess who is our yards leader in passing? Tua.
You know who's? Oh, I think he's actually number 3. Guess who's number 3? Just
Flacco.
Flacco, dude.
Man.
Fucking Flacco, man.
Number 2 is Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, again, those guys are playing from behind a lot of times, and they have to. I mean, it's a necessity. They have to throw the fucking ball.
You know who's not in the top 5?
He's not
bitch-ass Russell Wilson.
I don't know if he's even top 15.
I think he made.
Right
I think he's top 10 in yards, but like everything else, he's just bad, bro.
Yeah, I mean, no kidding, man. Last week was really fun, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think I had the biggest win of the week by 64 points, 64.6.
Yeah, but Chris' team was just bad.
Yeah, did not look good.
I thought it was going to be a little bit more competitive, maybe 20 points, 15 points. I didn't think 60.
And you know what happened? Which one? This one?
Nope.
This one?
There we go.
You know what happened?
What happened?
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Ooh, that boy went off.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
He scored me 40 points. I mean, that was awesome. Jalen Hurts, he had 31 points at halftime, and then they just kind of coasted the rest of the way.
Yeah.
But, man, to me, there's 2 teams that look like the best teams in football. It's not even close.
Buffalo Bills.
The Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, I don't know if we're ready for a Super Bowl like that.
I'm not. Holy shit. But I mean, the Eagles look like a complete football team, man.
Yeah.
I mean, special teams, defense, and then if Jalen Hurts is throwing the ball like this, I mean, yeah, he did. He had 2 rushing touchdowns, I think.
Yeah.
But I mean, which, again, that's what he's going to do. That's literally the reason I drafted him, because of rushing touchdowns. But I mean, that team has the weakest schedule. Like, they're scheduled to win like 13 out of their next 15 games. They're favored to win, right? I mean, watch out for the Philadelphia Eagles. Holy shit, and their division sucks.
And it's funny because I thought Minnesota was going to come out just as strong, especially after the showing they had the week before.
Oh,
I don't know if it's just Minnesota being bad or Philly being that good. I'm leaning more towards Philly being that good.
I mean, Kirk Cousins was trying to set a record on interceptions. I think he had 3. I don't know, maybe more. I don't know.
Darius Slay had 2 of them himself.
Guarding
Jefferson
down.
down.
I mean, damn. let's kind of get in. Let's recap on last week's week 2's matchups between the league. Let's say what needs to be said. Josh, you lost, man.
Yeah.
You started out so hot week 1 and you crashed and burned. You weren't the Sacco of the week.
You're pretty fucking close.
Pretty close, man. But Josh, Trey, way to go, man. Ultimately, Kyle Murray made that comeback and really helped your team. I mean, Jonathan Taylor and James Conner combined only scored you 14 points.
Yeah.
So that right there, that's not, you don't feel comfortable with that, especially with your.
And he started off big, though, with Mike Williams. Mike Williams had a big game on Thursday.
He looked really good. Anyway, second matchup of the week. So, first of all, we both picked Trey on that one. So, so for our pick'ems, and we are keeping track right now, this week at least we're 1-1. Yeah, we're both 1-1. We whatever.
Before we go any further, I made some.
I'm super excited.
I made some really bad judgment calls last week, and it was mostly for content.
Okay.
And just being a hater.
Hey, man. I mean, I'm glad you said that.
And because this next matchup we're going to talk about, I really believed in Chalupa Batman. I really believed in James.
Hey, the motherfucker scored 130 points. It's not like he just shit the bed, man. I mean,
he scored more points than I did.
But Nick went from Sacco of the week, right? Last week, from the lowest scoring team, right, to the highest scoring team this week with 157 points. Good job, Nick.
I'm so happy he played Waddle. Because I think last week when we were talking the episode, I said, is that Waddle? And I was just like, I wanted to be like, I hope he plays him. And fucking Waddle went off.
Yep, he sure fucking did, man. But yes, these pick'ems, we are keeping track. And let me just tell you right now, I was 100% correct. I picked all 5 matchups correctly.
Including me.
That's right. Right. I believe you picked 2. Correct. 2 out of 5.
I was a hater.
You're getting worse.
I mean, I was a hater last week.
So right now, the total tally is I have 8 out of 10 picks correct, and you have 5. You're at 50%. I'm shooting 80% right now. All right.
Yeah.
So James and Nick. Nick, I mean, your team just put on the show, man. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Aaron Jones with a huge bounce back, scoring you 30 points.
Aaron Jones had a game.
And Jalen Waddle, man. I mean, that dude was all over the field. Just to combat Tyreek Hill. Tyreek had 42 points. Jalen Waddle had 40 points. God damn.
Tua had to have. Tua had 40 points on the bench.
God damn. That
was the highest scoring team, man. That shit was crazy. I wasn't even watching like the game. I was watching the game cast, and I'm seeing like these scores, instant scores. Like I'm just like, oh, this is not looking good. But I was like happy though because I was like, oh, that means Lamar's gonna be on the field more.
Yep. Hey man, way to bounce back, Nick. All this shit talking, juggernaut. Maybe you're back, dude. Maybe not. Maybe not. But good job, man.
Even
you needed that
Josh
win.
wins sometimes.
You needed that win. I feel like emotionally, just right here, you needed that win. I'm happy you got it. And another correct pick by me. I did pick Taco. Taco did not take my advice and start Tua, but it did not matter. He won 147 to 128. He beat Daniel, and Daniel is now 0-2, which is with his cousin James, who is also 0-2, losing to Nick.
I'm not saying. I just think he fucked up with the trade at the beginning of the year.
He did. I mean, because right now you have Russell Wilson scoring 11 points and Josh Allen scoring 30. I mean,
and Russell Wilson didn't score that many points last week either. So it's like you traded for Russell Wilson
and Kittle, who hasn't touched the field yet.
Yeah, Kittle hasn't touched the field yet.
I mean, thank God you had Darren Waller, man. I mean, which still makes the trade make no fucking sense.
Yeah, you already had Darren Waller.
Who is better than Kittle? Sorry, I mean in the offense.
But the one thing I'll give him is that Nick Chubb is doing better than Dalvin Cook. But I mean, collectively, Josh Allen and Dalvin Cook would have scored you more points. I mean,
man, and Derrick Henry, dude. I mean, he had 25 yards. If he didn't score that one touchdown, dude, I mean, you have nothing.
If he would have played Tua, I would have said, okay, I might have picked him. But I had a feeling he wasn't going to listen. Obviously, he didn't, and he made it blatantly clear in the first quarter. Oh, I shouldn't have listened to you guys. I'm going to put the comment here. You guys are going to see the comment that Taco made. Eating words 2 quarters later.
Yep. No shit, man. Trey Lance scored you 2.5 points, and somehow you still almost won by 20 points, man.
Scored 147.
Yeah, I mean that's
every player he had, I think, almost hit double digits or more. I mean, not double more, but
yeah, no, every single one had at least 11 points. I mean, including his kicker had 12, and his defense, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, had 26 points. Real nice when that defense scores you something like that, man. You can't count on it because who knows?
I just want to know how that conversation went. How Daniel was sitting right there with Kade, wanting to make a trade with him after he just beat him in the finals.
It's nuts to me.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way. You want to beat that person. You want to beat I mean, Daniel thought it was going to make his team better, but to me, he was wrong. And now he's 0-2. Weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
It's funny, though, because he tried to answer me back in the group chat thing like, oh, I'm doing it for the end of the year. No, you weren't. If you're doing it for the end of the year, wouldn't you want Josh Allen, who's, playoff guaranteed? You don't know what Russell Wilson. Denver could suck. They don't look that good at all.
They've scored 16 points in both games.
Yeah.
Total.
And you're
no, I mean,
and Russell Wilson, if he wanted to go somewhere to win an MVP, you are out of the running because you look like shit, and you can't play like that against Kansas City or the Chargers or the Raiders.
Yeah. Yep. With that being said, you did play Kade, and you took care of business, baby. I told you were going to win that match. I felt like you just had. I just felt like you had a better team. It does not hurt that you did have Lamar Jackson, who scored 42 points. Again, really, and you needed it, man, because Kade he was down 100 points before Monday Night Football. And I was like, yeah, I mean, every player that he has to score at least 20 points. That's not crazy.
No.
But it kind of was. And then he had Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs.
Mind you that
that almost scored 75 points combined. Just those two players.
Just those two, yeah.
Damn.
But mind you that he traded for Brown after that.
Right. So let's get last game of the week.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I picked all 5 correct. I had all the winners correct. I did that. So we should just name this segment, this instead of pick'ems, it's just like Steven telling you who's going to win. I mean, I'm always right.
That's one time.
I'm always right.
You weren't always right last week.
Well, again, right now I'm 80%. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay. Last game of the week, man, was a blowout. I mean, it wasn't even close. I was feeling really comfortable right off the
Chris,
jump.
you didn't even get 90 points.
You didn't. And I mean, Chase Edmonds was a mistake, but man, Kyle Pitts has been a real disappointment this year. I'm going to be honest. He was somebody that I was kind of targeting if I didn't get one of my top tight ends.
Yeah. Welcome to Sacco of the Week.
Yeah. You earned that one with that 84-point showing there. Again, you had some pretty, what? You had James Robinson. I don't know. I feel like that was going to, I don't know. I feel like that was going to be a clear pick because you have both Travis Etienne and James Robinson, and you didn't start either one. You went with Chase Edmonds, which it was a high-scoring game, and he didn't get the fucking ball at all.
They spread that out.
Yeah.
Because even I think Mostert had like
weird.
5 or 10 points, but I mean, he had 50, 60 yards. I mean, so they spread it out. I mean, when you have 2 receivers going over 100 with 2 touchdowns, jeez.
Yeah.
Hey, but to be clear, we get a lot of shit in our group chat, obviously. Dumb and Dumber, a.k.a. Dewey and Josh Branson, like to spew out a bunch of garbage most of the time, and, Trey chips in here and there and all this other stuff.
Love it.
They never want to listen to us. They think we're crazy, or as fucking Chris says, we're roster baiting because, I mean, look at your 84 points. We're roster baiting, but guess what? The host and the commish are 2-0, and everybody else is 1-1.
That's fucking right, man. That's why we're on this shit, man.
I told Kade and them from the get-go, even in the group chat, I was like, look, game's not over yet. He's like, no, you won. I'm like, no, game's not over yet, man. You have Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, which should have never happened, but you have them. 75 points,
Wow.
I think, between them both.
Yeah, they had 75 points.
Shit.
Between 2 players. God damn. Those 2 players almost scored as much as Chris's whole team. They were short 9 points, 10 points.
Shout out to Tua, man.
Yeah, unreal. And, Trey Lance being hurt, I mean, I feel like Tua, you just got to let it ride with Tua. You got to roll.
I don't know why. I mean, he even sits there and talk about like, oh, I picked Tua up. Cool. Play him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he struggled. He struggled the first week against the Patriots. and then boom, he
But
gets
so
this
did
game.
Trey.
Yeah.
But I mean, we both had that feeling that Tua was going to be good this week. At least I didn't think 40 points.
No way, not even close.
20, 25.
Yeah, yeah. Realistically, 20 points. That's
Yeah.
what you're. But no fucking way. I thought it was going to exceed 25. Fuck, man. Because he's not really that great of a runner.
Just to be clear, though, if your brother would have played him, if Taco would have played him, he would have scored almost 190 points.
Damn. That's nuts. That's nuts.
And he was cussing out fucking Amari Cooper on the bench, too, which I wouldn't have told him to start him. But I mean, like, you start both those players, you're scoring 200 fucking points. Every single one of your guys scored 20 points.
It was nuts.
Almost every single person he had scored 20 points.
That auto draft.
Mr. Auto Draft. My bold prediction before the season started was that Taco was going to win, and it's probably going to happen because he auto drafted for once.
His team is just stacked, dude. I mean, he's got Mark Andrews, who did great.
It just makes me mad because I don't know how this draft would have played out if he would have been drafting.
Oh, it would have been wild.
He would have had Josh Allen.
He would have had Josh Allen. There's no trade with Daniel. Daniel was probably 2-0 with us or something.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, fucking Daniel.
Fucking Daniel, man. Listen, boy, I know that me and you've had discussion in person, and you even made the comment in the group chat about if I have anything nice to say. Nope.
Sorry, dude.
Not after that.
Hey,
trade.
you know what though? Daniel does want us to come out. He wants to come us to go shoot at the property.
I'm down.
It'd be fun. It's a little bit of a drive, but with the proper planning and it'd be fun. It'd be fun. He's got cool shit for us to go do.
Let's talk to him this week. We'll set up a time. Maybe here in the next week or two, we can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, the plan is we're to have a special guest shortly, and to have a special guest kind of going forward.
Yeah.
It's as simple as I think we've all figured, or you figured it out at least, since you're the host, that we can have somebody just call in. Yeah. So I don't know if we can FaceTime them in.
I don't think we can FaceTime them in.
But at least voice.
We can do
voice call. So cool. We can get their little picture up with them and whatever. So we're gonna have somebody on today shortly. It's gonna be awesome, man, and I'm super excited.
Hey, show me some titties. Show me some titties. Hey, show me some shots.
Yep. I forgot mine. Whatever.
Oh,
Vanessa. Whatever. I've actually used it every single day since last week.
Oh yeah, me too. I literally been refilling it all week long.
Oh my gosh, it's been great.
I love it.
Got a hand wash.
And I've had these two like right in front of me, and awesome. I love them.
Oh,
Thank you again. Shout out to my cousin, the Trap Selena.
So
Vanessa.
I was really hungover, so I actually did put water in this one time, but that was it, only one time. It's been liquor drinks and
is that all it's gonna be? Is like a fucking what are those pans?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Leave the seasoning on it. Don't ever fucking ruin it.
Yeah, there's like
we got to show you. I love how Chris was like, "You guys just talk about other things other than the league." Like, yeah, we said that. We mentioned that.
Well, I mean, just a little bit, but hey, man, he ended up saying actually, this episode was pretty good. It was really good. We did a great job, and we're doing a great job.
Yeah.
So
we're having fun.
Again, the cool thing is like, and again, we were making a big tiff about it. To be fair, again, if there's only 10 followers or subscribers, it should be the 10 people in our fucking league,
and it's not.
And it went kind of crazy. It was kind of wild. To be honest, it kind of like, man, fuck these guys, man. Look, if you don't want to be in this fucking league, there's other people. There just is. But man, that kind of shit talk, it kind of got me riled up a little bit. And again, dude, like Chris coming back, really watching that episode, and like, this was actually pretty good. It was. There is some dumb shit that I need to stop. Whatever, fine. But and it's okay. I'm gonna admit that, dude. Especially that little blurb right there, like fucking high guy moment. I completely got lost in thought, and then was like, hey man, I'm lost right now. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. How do we just cut this? Do your job. Just cut this part, man. Because I did it. I lost myself, and I was like, what the fuck am I talking about? But
started off about Bryce Young.
Yeah,
it ended up about fucking
Jared Judy, fucking every single player that ever played at Alabama, Sean Alexander. What the fuck, man? Anyway, super cool, man. Again, having those guys go through, rewatch it, and really appreciate the shit that we're taking our time out to do and produce and present to you guys. But that being said, the only reason they're here right now is so they can hear me be right about week 3 pick'ems, Steven's Corner, the commish the hot commish corner, baby, the hot corner, baby. Whatever.
I think sometimes you're just a little too full of yourself.
Whatever, man.
Because if you wouldn't have been right, you'd have been like,
again, 2-0.
Still the commish.
Picked all 5 right. Let it ride, baby. What's
You're
up?
2-0? I'm 2-0.
Hey!
Weird.
Fucking 2-0,
Yeah.
man. It feels good. Hold on, really quick. Let's just go kind of look at the standings really quick. So because Taco was confused, and he confused me.
Oh, so that means that's another thing, though. I think because Taco's like, I don't know what happened with the league or the divisions. I'm like, then you didn't watch nothing. That was the first thing me and you did together, which started this.
Yeah.
Was the fucking.
So he was saying that whatever. Somebody was in the division. He was freaking me out, man. But just to be clear, the Show Me Some TDs lefty division consists of, again, past winners. Sorry, guys. So
it happened with draft orders, by the way.
Weird, completely random. But this whole side is kind of stacked. But who knows? Me, Nick, Kade, who won last year, Chris, and James, right? And then the righty division is them other dudes. That's you guys, with Derek, Taco, Josh, Trey, and Daniel. So just to be clear, those are the divisions.
Who are our 2-0-2 people?
The cousins. James, Chalupa Batman, and Daniel. So those guys are 0-2. Right now they're looking at each other at the fucking family get-togethers, watching Seahawks games like, you're going to start this week, bud.
And you know what? It's all fun and games. But James, I'm going to talk shit. Because you showed up to the draft with a book ready to go.
Hey,
I'll give it to you.
He always has his draft book.
But I'll give it to him. I still think he had a hell of a draft. It's just not working out right now for whatever reason.
Yeah, no, we both agreed on that. We both said that James had himself a draft, and I thought I didn't think he was going to go 0-2. But you know what, man? He just had tough matchups. Yeah. Last week, he scored 130 points and lost.
And when
130 points would have beat
Nick,
the other half of the team, or the other half of the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was 2 people that didn't even score 100, right? So he's just had tough matchups. His team is still really good, and I think he's going to. The problem is that he plays me this week, and he's not going to beat me.
We're not going to start with that game.
0-3.
We're not starting with that game.
Yep. And then 3-0. It's going to be awesome. It's going to look great. Anyway, we have Nick, Kade, Chris, and then we also have Taco, Josh, and Trey, all at 500, 1-1. Okay, but me and you, of course, 2-0, and then the 2 cousins.
Oh, we're the head of both of our divisions. Weird.
Never. Who would have saw that coming?
Who would have saw that?
I did. Weird. Okay. Let's get into these matchups, dude. So hold on.
Let's start off with Trey Jean and over here scoring some TDs.
It's just going to be hard to pick Daniel right now. For me, it is. So he has Kittle in his lineup. He has Kamara in his lineup. If they play, great. But he also has CeeDee Lamb, who I think was a terrible trade.
Horrible trade.
I mean, back-to-back awful, god-awful trades. And son of a bitch, I swear to God, I offered him a better trade for Brown than this bullshit-ass trade. He just wanted. I was just mad to wake up. He wanted Eckler or he wanted Kelsey, and that just wasn't going to happen. I'm trying to make my team complete, not salvage your team, if that makes sense. So, but I mean, looking at these matchups, man.
Hey, in the end, that trade didn't work out for them either of them this week.
Yeah,
both fucking lost.
True that.
Kade, gang shit. All right.
Yes, show me some TDs, baby. So
let's pick our teams. So. Daniel, I need to be clear with you, bud. I know that you said I don't ever have anything nice to say, and you're right. I don't. And it's okay, because I didn't make that trade that you made. And you're going to have to sit there and ride the fucking bench with Josh. I'm never going to pick you. So I picked Trey.
Yeah, I agree with you. Daniel, prove me wrong. That's all.
Yeah. Shut me up.
Yeah. Shut me up in the best way and put up a dub. I mean, honestly, you're 0-2. You're rolling with the same squad.
From second place to Sacco, all because of a trade.
Maybe Kittle plays. Okay.
A name like Cooper Rush, you got to get us some points.
Trey. This is the 3rd straight week that I picked you. I was wrong week 1, but I was absolutely right week 2. And you know what? I'm going to be right again.
Let's go to the person who changed your name to a stupid name in Kade. You should have left it 2 errands in 1 cup. I don't understand the whole Juju, let's get some cup stuff. Just, I don't, Maybe, but that made it help you scored 157 points and win last week, though. So I should probably shut my mouth.
Yeah. If it's broke, fix it. And you know what you did? You righted the ship here, and you went from Sacco of the week, the asshole of the week, and I'm sorry that I call it that, but
Is
you're the asshole of the week.
weird or a coincidence that it's been lean that go Sacco back to back?
Gee. Damn. No, it's not. But this is a tough matchup for me. Cade's got a really good team, and you know what? The thing is, we're making these picks right now, and we haven't even the waiver wire hasn't even happened yet. So who knows?
And we don't. And Cade hasn't made a trade yet, so he has nobody.
Look, hear me, and you know what? Hear me out though. So I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know if it's an upset, maybe it's not, but I'm gonna go ahead and lock in my pick for Nick again this week. I'm not picking Cade this week. So again, he's gonna pick up some people off the waiver wire and hope they do good. His bottom line is, dude, his bench is weak.
Yeah, he has to rely on that. So
I mean, I feel like he does.
I am going to agree with you. I think our defending champion is going to go to 1-2.
You know why this is so hard to pick as well? It's because fucking Nick still has Aaron Rodgers as his goddamn quarterback. He scored
against
15,
Tampa.
16 points,
against
points.
Tampa, who just put up
26 points on
numbers.
defense. Yeah. I'm sorry. I just, now I'm going back and forth a little bit because then you got to look at star power. He's got Josh Allen. Dalvin Cook didn't really do nothing, but Stephon Diggs, that stack up against Miami.
Dalvin Cook's playing Detroit. Listen, shout out to Detroit for coming out playing the way they are.
Yes.
They look like a serious fucking team.
Man, I love it.
And they may be one of those teams, that were in last place and all of a sudden into the playoffs the next year. That might be the team. And they were in fucking Hard Knocks. So
wild. Kind of weird.
I'm rooting for it though. I'm not mad at it.
So I think we both got Nick on this one, right? So right now we're still tied because. And so next time I'm gonna let you pick first, so you don't copy my pick, okay?
And Cade, no, I was gonna pick Nick anyways, because of this. I'm saying, and it's because of this. Because Cade, I beat you, boy. All right, I beat you. So now you're gonna have to wear some Seahawks stuff because we talked about this in the group chat.
Oh, I did not see that.
You were making all these trades, and me and you have had back and forth and text messages a lot about this. You're going down, Cade. I'm nominating you for Sacco next week.
This week, right? Week 3.
Well, this coming week, yeah.
Week 3. The rest.
Week
3. Yeah. Yep. So lock it in, Nick. Nick, congratulations! You're about to get your second win of the year. Let's go to
Do and Goo.
Do and Goo.
Do and Goo.
The Do and the Goo. And guess who has Tua in their starting lineup?
Oh,
yeah.
All of a sudden.
Orale.
I'm
Look at his squad.
Hey, shout out to Taco for learning how to log into the app finally.
Jesus Christ, dude. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not subscribed because I can't fucking log in. Really? The login thing again, dude?
You can't use that excuse twice.
I get it. To be honest, it kind of...
So
what he was talking about was like all of our emails got reset. So the email that I used my entire life, basically he was like, oh, it doesn't work anymore. So I know what he's talking about, but that's on you, dog.
Let me put it like this. So I'll pick first this time. Auto draft has Tua, McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, and greeting up to Goo back. Burrow, who I'm not being impressed with. Swift, who I really wish I had. I think Jefferson's gonna be okay. I'm gonna go with Taco. I'm going with Taco.
Well, and just to be different, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick Chris because, again, we're tied right now. Same last two. But, goddamn, dude, the Bengals.
They look bad. They have the Super Bowl hangover. They have Super Bowl hangover bad.
And they look terrible. I mean, they look like trash.
Yeah, they have the Super Bowl hangover really bad.
And they play at the Jets. And, again, Joe Flacco is throwing the ball. He's slinging that shit right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I mean, Joe.
So listen. Speaking of this,
I'm picking Chris so we can,
have
whatever.
a difference.
Yeah,
but speaking of this, it's funny to me because I think Nick Chubb plays fantasy football because he went and scored a touchdown when he should have went down. Jets had no timeouts. You should have went down after you got the first down, but you scored a touchdown and Jets came back and beat you. You lost to the fucking Jets, and I get it. You're the Browns. You lost to Joe Flacco and the Jets.
And he admitted it. He's like, that touchdown cost us the game.
But I bet you he won his fantasy that week.
Fucking A. He helped Josh. I'll tell you that. But or no, who was it? Daniel?
Yeah.
Fuck, he still lost, man. Not very much. Anyway.
So I'm going to go, let's go over yours. Steve Largent in charge versus Team Chalupa Batman. And I think this is going to be the matchup of the week because I think this is your toughest matchup yet.
Against the guy that's 0-2.
But he has scored points.
He has. And I did say that. So you're absolutely right.
He has scored points.
This is my toughest matchup.
I think this will be your toughest matchup this year.
Maybe not this year, but
it's looking like, well, yeah, this far. It's looking like you're a 12.5 point favorite. So you have Hurts playing Eckler, who I think is actually going to start doing good here pretty soon.
And it's funny because he's still scoring. He scored 16 or 18 points last week.
He's still scoring points. He's not. He's consistent.
Yeah.
Javonte Williams, and we all know about
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that he's been fucking playing.
I think I forgot. 8 straight games with 8+ catches.
Yeah. Team Chalupa Batman. You have Patrick Mahomes, Najee Harris, who I think is going to come out of his little shell that he's been in. Tyreek Hill against Buffalo, which could be a really high scoring game. This is why I didn't pick you last week. Because you have such a fucking ego that you can't get over. But I can't pick him. So I'm gonna go with James, Team Chalupa Batman.
All right, man. I'm gonna win this week.
I have to go different than you because I have to try to catch you.
You're right.
I have to catch you.
Yeah,
so like if you're ahead right now, I have to.
Yeah, we got lots of time, but you know what?
I'm 3 games behind. I got to try to catch you.
I mean, yeah, no, I got this one in the bag. I feel like I do, and whatever. Eat crow if I don't.
So can we just like go over that? We don't even need to talk about this because
I didn't. I mean, I'm just realizing that you're playing Josh.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna go against the fucking.
I haven't even looked, but oh man, I did pick you last week.
We're not even gonna look at the teams. I'm picking me.
I picked you last week.
I'm not gonna lose to Josh. I didn't lose to Trey, who everybody thought I was going to lose to. I didn't lose to Kade, who everybody thought I was going to lose to.
You didn't put up no numbers last week.
I am not.
Wait, is he going to start Matthew Stafford instead? I mean, look, what the fuck?
Don't even talk about this game.
No,
I'm going to win.
No.
I'm picking me.
Josh has 3 quarterbacks,
and
which I think is the dumbest thing.
We'll never ever pick Josh. I'm not really concerned. I really don't think I need that much help.
I'm not picking you either, Josh. I don't know if there's any like, oh my god, is he gonna? No, there wasn't.
No.
There wasn't. I was not gonna pick you, Josh.
We did it for content, Josh.
We did, man. They're gonna give us so much shit for saying that, right? Watch, but don't care. I mean,
and to be clear, with the whole fucking league, with the whole league, I don't give a fuck.
Whatever, dude.
I was 10-4 last year. I was the only person with double-digit wins. I didn't make a single fucking trade. I drafted my team.
Yep.
Kade, maybe you should probably start there and figure out how to do something without having to make a trade.
You can't
do something. You're right, but I mean, like again, he was the first pick and his player went down. He had to make a bunch of moves. I'll give it to him.
First 2 players,
but draft your fucking team and you won't have to worry about the waiver wire.
That's what I'm saying. My team
last year it made sense. Your players got hurt last year. It makes sense.
So
this year it doesn't.
So again, Kade, whatever. We're kind of coming on him right now or backing on him.
Oh yeah,
I don't care because he's like, you have no assets. Again, I had 3 people on my bench with at least 15 points that I easily could have started. They're just in the rotation. Like my team's deep. Like I have certain positions that are set.
I know I've been talking shit, Chris. But we're gonna try to get you some cups.
We're gonna get you guys some fucking cups, you bitches.
I didn't.
We're
think
so
it was
big. We're so big.
fucking...
We're so big time that we bought ourselves some cups, dude.
You're right.
From a cousin,
That's what I'm saying. Like, so, like they were talking shit in the group chat, and I'm just like, look, we went out. We got one of my best friends, Charlie Ray, to make us a song.
Yeah,
he didn't have to. Luckily, I'm glad he chose to, and I love the song.
It's great.
Show me some TDs.
I love it, dude.
Right. And then we reached out to my cousin and I said, hey, here's our logo. We would really like some stuff to have on our thing so we could drink out of.
Right.
And she made it for us. This is a lot of stuff that you and I are doing on our own. Financially, time-wise, commitment.
Yeah.
So, and we do it for us.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying.
So
Yeah,
when they start talking about they need cups and all this, I'm gonna talk shit and be like, no, fuck you. Especially when we're too big time.
We're so big time that we got ourselves fucking cups, man, and stickers. Fucking A. But hey, man, again, I was just trying to make the point, man. Again, like, if there's really only 10 people watching it, that's really all I care about is the people that are in our league that really actually give a damn.
Well, I mean, that's we
invested in it. So
we made it. We made this for the league.
Yeah.
And luckily for us that we have people outside of the league who like to watch and listen and give us feedback. I mean, I get more feedback outside of the group than I do inside the group, which is fine. Everybody has their own lives.
I think that's going to change. I really do think that the homeboys are actually starting to watch this.
Well, and it's like shout out to Eric, and he's been giving me feedback. So we go back and forth with stuff like that. And our barber,
it's cool, man.
Clipper Fingers, he gives us feedback. He gives me feedback all the time too. He checks out the stuff.
Dude, even wifey again, like maybe you should try this, or
yeah.
I mean, just people at work. Like I listen to podcasts all the time. Maybe you guys should. It's cool, man.
And some of my coworkers too that listen, and some of them prefer the audio part, which I'm gonna get that back up here hopefully next week, and we'll start posting stuff on audio too, because some people just like to listen and not be able to watch.
It is really nice to just have that on Spotify or whatever, and just have that.
And I'm so and I have to remember that I have YouTube Premium,
right?
So I can
listen to it with the background.
Listen to it at the background.
Right.
I can close everything. I don't have to worry about it. So I don't think about that. But not everybody does.
That's true. So that is very true. Actually, you make a great point, because maybe Trey, maybe Taco, and maybe Josh.
I don't know if Trey watches all the way. He does watch.
No. Well, I mean, but those are the ones that probably actually have.
Well, Josh is our number one fan. Josh is our number one fan,
and I love it, dude. Because you know what, Josh has his opinions, and you know what, like Josh like this. Okay, that's something. If it's connecting with at least the one fucking person that's really truly watching it, cool. Let's continue to do that kind of shit. We want to appease, the people that are watching it. So.
And it's, to me, it's like Josh, you give us your feedback, man. We appreciate you. We got nothing but love for you.
Swear to God.
You sit there and even though I fucking hate when you talk shit because it's just dumb to me, but we appreciate you. But the one thing that we can always agree on, though, we're never gonna pick you, Josh. Ever.
Yeah, I just can't, dude. I never have.
You could finance this whole fucking shit. Guess what? We're still not gonna fucking pick you, bud.
Speaking of which, I know we're gonna probably be needing some more equipment soon, and hopefully I got something in the works that again, like a sponsor.
Oh,
so they kind of reached out and said, hey man, like if you guys need something coming up soon, let me know, and I'll kind of you guys can kind of sponsor it, put me on your guys' fucking show, just like we did with your cousin, man. So we'll see how that shit goes, man. But anyway.
and all this stuff that we have, it's not top of the line, obviously. But it's really good equipment. We did a lot of research before we got the equipment, the audio interface, the microphones, all this other stuff like that. It's not top of the line, but it's something that was like, if you're going to start something, this is where you start. Would I love to upgrade this stuff? Yeah. But I mean, I'm not in a rush. I'm having fun doing what we're doing now.
Not even close. If we get some fucking big ass, some couches, we'll get the pictures that you sent me from video one, where it's just shot on somebody's phone, your phone, my phone, whatever, to what we're doing now, quality in the picture and sound.
Yeah, the level is fucking crazy.
It's so much better, man. I mean, we're just gonna elevate our game every single week, and again, when we can, of course, we're gonna do bigger and better, man. Why not? This is again, this is kind of a again mentioned as a hobby, and I'm okay with that because people play video games as hobbies, and look how much fucking money people spend in video games and shit like that. Even gardening, shit like that. That's a fucking hobby, and it can get expensive. So whatever, man. I mean,
and it's like I was telling my boss,
if we can start finding sponsors like this again, like somebody that's gonna help us, and like just slap their shit on our, why not?
Yeah,
why the fuck not?
But I mean, like, so I was talking to my boss today, even too, and I'm gonna make it real quick, about like it was a good thing that I got fired from my last job, because not only do I have better hours, I have the weekend off.
Yeah.
I have all this other stuff, but I'm able to do this. I wouldn't have been able to do this in my last job at all. And I enjoy this 1,000%. So I'm happy we're doing this. I love the support. I'm glad, Chris, you started watching. Maybe you should hold the thing for Nick so he can watch too, because I know he's incapable of doing that himself.
Oh, damn. Well, shit, man. Screen mirror, man.
Screen mirror. Hey,
TV, man.
Josh, thank you for being a #1 fan. We appreciate you, but we're never going to pick you. Dewey, get better. Hey, Dewey, do better. Dewey.
He won.
He won. I'm not talking about winning. I'm talking about this shit talking stuff that he does and his constant posting and things. You're better than that, Dewey. You I don't even want to try. I just let you talk. And I think Steven does too. I don't know. I'm not speaking for him. But do our motto. Do better, Dewey.
Do better.
Please.
Hold on.
And listen to us when we tell you to play fucking Tua.
Oh, no.
Oh, you took it off.
I did.
Before we start, I changed. Right?
Right in front of me?
No, I changed back there. But anyways, so I have on
that shit?
my Mitchell and Ness Steve Largent Seahawks jersey that I got from my buddy Dakota, who I've known
Tell him why, baby. Tell him why.
For a long time. 15 years, maybe more. I don't know. But he's in Denver. He decided to message me and said, hey, when Denver wins, I'm going to buy you a Russell Wilson Denver Broncos jersey and send it to you, and you're going to wear it on your next podcast.
Yes.
And before I could reply, he says, don't be a bitch and send me your address. So I sent him my address.
Fucking A.
I said, fine. I said, but
we got the receipts.
I said, but if Seattle wins, I want a Seahawks jersey.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Bet. Seahawks win. He was pissed. And he was like, what jersey do you want? And I was just like, listen, I wanted an action green 12 jersey, but they didn't have him in my size. And I'm a big dude. This jersey is pretty big. It costs a little bit
extra.
And it costs extra to be big. But guess what? I like them big because it's coming up sweaters, hoodie season, and I'm about to wear a hoodie and put this over it all year long.
Fucking right. Hey.
But Seahawks won, and this is what I got from Dakota. Hey, shout out to Dakota.
Steve Largent, baby.
A.K.A. the legend.
Yes.
I love you, bro. Appreciate you. I'm glad you came through with it. I love this fucking jersey. I would wear it to sleep if I could. Go Hawks.
That jersey is amazing.
I love it. And it's like I said, we got that win. That's all I give a fuck about. We could lose the rest of the year. I watched the game for the first time, and anybody who knows me outside of like family and friend, stuff like that, all my friends that know me, I'm a very emotional Seahawk watching player. I'm emotional as fuck.
Cue Dewey's picture
of me fucking crying. I'm emotional.
Oh, really?
Jin will tell you too, and everybody else tell you. I used to sit there and run around, and I would change jerseys. I would change hats in the middle of the game. Maybe this will help.
The good look spot. That's what it is for me. So, no. Where was I sitting last time we were winning?
Yeah.
Or like straight up. It's
my mom.
The good luck spot. Where are you sitting? Rotate.
Corona
all the time.
My mom would literally stop watching the game and go into the kitchen and cook or clean because she felt like that's when the Seahawks would win. Like I come 100%. From we're Seahawks fans. We're a superstitious family. Shout out to my mom.
100%, bro.
But like, I watched the game this past week. They didn't even bug me. I mean, was I excited when we got that touchdown by Michael Jackson blocked field goal? Yeah. Everything else, I was kind of like, I wasn't mad. I wasn't sad. This is what I expect.
They are who we thought they were.
Yeah.
They are who they thought they were, God damn it.
Again, shout out to Dakota. Love you in this Steve Largent jersey. I gotta get myself a hat.
Pay your debts, pay your bets.
Pay your bets. But I mean, like, hey, look, he didn't have to. I didn't expect him to. He did. And he's very successful right now in Denver. He's sold a lot of houses. From what he's told me, he's sold 91 houses in Denver.
Perfect, because we need somebody that's
fucking ridiculous.
Does he play? Let's get him on next year. Let's go.
We might have to have him on this fucking thing. Get him on the team so we can get him in the league. Listen, he's a very competitive person too, and
I love that.
If there's anybody who's more cocky than you, it would be him.
I don't believe it.
Listen,
write it off already.
I've known this guy for a long time. He went by the name Legend in a game we played for a long time because that's how he titles himself, and he talks like it. But shout out to him, man.
And I mean, like,
Shout out to my buddy Bobby over in Ohio. Congrats on his Browns losing a fucking game because your guys didn't want to go down for a fucking touchdown.
right. Are they? I'm sorry. They're the worst franchise. Period.
He knows that. Me and him have talked about it a lot of
Did
times.
you see the sex mannequin or whatever?
Wait, what?
Yeah. So maybe look, you can put this up, but there's a picture I saw on Twitter where they have it's a massage table, and it says happy endings. It's a fucking mannequin laying face up with a fucking towel over its dick. So obviously taking shots at Deshaun Watson, and then straight up, there's a mannequin. It's a tailgate too. They're partying, and there's just a fucking mannequin, dick up in the air, towel on top. And it says happy endings. It's fucking nuts, dude. And then I think I saw a bunch of jerseys as well that they had the number 4, Watson's number, and the name said Tugs. Oh my god, dude! I mean, today there was a fan that was arrested for Sunday's game while the owner Jim Haslam or whatever his name is was leaving the stadium. Somebody threw a fucking water bottle at him, nailed him right in the head, dude. Just boink. And they figured it out. Of course they did. They figured who
Everything's
it was
on camera, man.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck. So they found the guy and they arrested his ass. So that's assault, brother. That's assault. But
Hold on. Let me pour this into my fancy cup. I
So-
haven't drank out of this cup yet.
so I mean they're just the worst. They are the worst franchise.
I think other than the guarantee of picking against Josh every week, the one thing we can always determine is that the Browns are a horrible organization.
the worst, dude.
You had a lot of stars on your team, and you guys still sucked.
The worst. I hate them.
Yeah, I don't like them.
I don't know if you know anything about the Baylor football team. Baylor College.
Yeah.
Well, they had and again, I may be under exaggerating or really over exaggerating, but you get my point. They had 50 allegations of sexual misconduct on the sports team.
Over on Baylor?
Yeah,
Okay, I think I see
right.
something
Like
about
a
this.
fuck ton, right? I mean a lot, dude. That was just I mean, fuck, right? And the Browns, they're that kind of fucking scumbag, bullshit ass organization. I'm sorry, I don't care if you're a fucking Browns fan, dude. That's your fucking fault, not mine. I don't care. I don't care.
You chose to be a Browns fan.
You
Listen,
saw,
I know
shit coming, and you were like, "I'm going to stay here and just take that shit right in the face."
And I know people here in Washington and Oregon and stuff like that who refuse to be Seahawks fans. They hate them, whatever.
Little technical difficulties, but again, we have our reigning champion, Kade, joining us on the Show Me Some TDs podcast. Kade, man, welcome to the show.
It's dope. The podcast is sick.
I'm happy you watch it, dude.
I watch it like I watch First Take and Undisputed.
Hey.
It's in rotation.
Hey, I love it, man. I love it. I appreciate you. I really do, man. I know that me and you have some conversations by ourselves and text messages and stuff like that. So I really appreciate that you're checking us out.
I watch it religiously. That every time you guys say something about my team, I get offended like I'm listening about the Cowboys.
Hey, man,
Oh.
real talk. So we were just, before, we had our technical difficulties, we were just talking about 75 points between Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, dude. Talk about how really, that right there was the reason you stack players.
100%. If any time in fantasy football, if you can get an elite quarterback and their go-to wide receiver, or even like Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, I think you have to do whatever trade you can do to do it, because those points, if they connect twice in a game, you should win. Realistically.
So speaking on that, why don't you walk us through how that trade happened?
All right. So during the draft, because he picked right before me.
Yeah.
And
So hold on. For context, for everybody who's listening who doesn't know, Kade and Daniel were in the finals last year. Daniel beat me to go to the finals, and he lost to Kade. Kade won. And then in the draft, they picked right after each other. Kade picked 9th, Daniel picked 10th, picked 11th, and then Kade picked 12th.
yeah,
For context.
exactly. And so I had picked Diggs with my first round pick, and then Daniel picked someone. And we did some picks, and later in the round, like the 3rd or 4th round, maybe the 5th round, he goes, I'm going to take Allen. And at that point, I knew I needed to take as many star players that I could use to trade for Allen. That was the entire goal.
How surprised were you when? So let me ask: did you throw an offer out, or did he say he looked at your team and said, "I want George Kittle"? What kind
No.
of package can you put it with George Kittle? I mean, how?
No,
What?
that's
How
not
did that go down?
No. So this is how it went down. I knew he was a Seahawks fan,
True.
so I took
True.
Russell Wilson. I had Kittle. I already had a pretty good team before that. And during the draft, I go, Daniel, what do you want for Josh Allen? And he goes,
Shit.
I want Russell Wilson. So I knew
We knew it.
any package I had to include Russell Wilson. So I was literally going to throw 7, or at the beginning, I was going to throw 5 players at him just to get Allen and whatever else.
So,
And so
go ahead.
no, go ahead.
So like what was explained to us by Daniel after everybody left that draft was that he did the whole trade because he wanted Kittle. That's what he told us.
That's
But at the same time,
true.
me and Steven sit there and said it's because he's a homer and he wants Russell Wilson.
No, so he wanted Russell Wilson, and then he goes, "Oh, Kittle's gonna have a good year." And I said, "Oh, if you can have Kittle too." I told him, "You can have anything you want, but I need to get Josh Allen."
So no matter what, I mean,
You saw what I gave him. I gave
you
him
did.
Chubb, Kittle, David Montgomery, Russell Wilson, DeAndre Hopkins.
That was the second time
So-
around, because the first time around you
Yeah.
guys did one trade, it was vetoed, and
It was everyone except David Montgomery.
yeah, so you added some stuff. I remember.
Yeah, so I got
Yeah.
I do. You're right. I do, and I have the trade pulled up here. So Russell Wilson, Nick Chubb, DeAndre Hopkins, George Kittle, and David Montgomery, ultimately for Dalvin Cook and Josh Allen.
Oh, I forgot about Dalvin Cook. Yeah, that was okay.
Huge.
I mean, he hasn't done anything yet.
So
but, yeah.
that's the thing, and that's the thing. If you would have given up that package and somebody else for Josh Allen, it makes sense. But for you to fucking steal Dalvin Cook, dude, oh my god, that's
Yeah.
what I mean. Again, you
He's
give
not
Josh
playing
Allen,
good right now, but I think Dalvin Cook's could be good at towards the end of the season. Yeah,
I mean, he's still fucking Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
you know?
But I think people forget we're only in week 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It's
week
early.
2. Like
hey,
it's so
but Kate,
early.
but
Like,
since you're on the phone with us, Kate, it's week 2. Me and the commish, we're 2-0. Just so you know.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
Kudos to you guys, because honestly, I think Steven has a really good team as well. I think looking at his team, I think it's really good. I obviously think your team's good, and even at our matchup, like Diggs and Allen went off for 75.
Damn.
But I kind of got lucky because Adams didn't eat. We all know he's going to get 15 to 20 a game.
Yeah.
And Evans, if he doesn't get ejected, at least gets 10 to 15. So it's like I got a little luck there too. But both of you guys have some squads too. You guys haven't made any moves, but you guys drafted really well.
Well, you know me. I pride myself in not trading as much as I can.
Yeah.
And
And I'm a
Steven,
trade
yeah, you're a trade whore. And Steven, that's Gator. Gator's bitches don't fucking trade anybody specific.
No.
I would trade Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs right now if someone gave me a haul for them.
A who?
A haul.
A haul.
Like a big haul.
Yeah, like a haul. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you-
I didn't
but I
know.
mean, that's
No.
just too much, too
That's
risky,
too
man.
much. Yeah.
And again,
Because
Yeah,
that's
I like taking the risk.
no, but I mean, I think you need to sit. So again, when I made that trade offer, apparently I had no idea I made you a trade offer. I really didn't, to be fair.
Yeah, that was bad.
I didn't remember. I just
oh yeah, he was drunk, bro.
that happened.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right
So
now. So everybody who doesn't know, Steven and I during
Sunday was a shit show.
halftime tried to do a room in Facebook so that we can talk and go over some things. And he was so fucking wasted. He couldn't figure out how to log in or keep his mic working or anything like that. And I kept trying to tell him, "Don't worry about it. We can just talk like this." But he didn't care. So whatever
figure
trade
it
he
out.
sent you, I'm probably sure. Yeah, he was blacked out.
Yeah, I think he
That was
said.
blackout, Steven.
I think Cade said it was just straight up for Darrell Henderson, for AJ Brown,
AJ Brown.
right? And then when he said that to me, I was like, I fucking did that. I offered that, really? Super silly, super stupid. But
Yeah.
I think you still, we still got to look at coming off AJ Brown and putting him on Steve Largent in charge, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I was you, Steven, I would definitely I mean, even if I didn't have AJ Brown, you got to get that stack.
Yeah.
It's money.
I want it. I like it. I mean, again, your team is a prime example of why you do that. That's exactly why you do that. 75 points with just 2 players.
Yeah, and you were, I mean,
And you lost though.
to a reminder,
I did.
he lost to me. Okay, Cade lost to me after talking a lot of shit.
I
But
did.
it was very scary when 2 of his players out of the 5 he had left to play on Monday scored 75 points by like the second half.
Sphincter's tight.
I mean,
dude.
by halftime. Like,
The
I was like, I'm going to bed, Cade. I was like, I got up. I said, fuck this. I turned my computer off. I didn't even look at my apps. I didn't open it. I silenced the fucking group chat and everything again. And I said, I'm just going to go to bed because I don't want to sit there and watch this and go to sleep pissed off that I lost. I'll just wake up and be like, oh, I lost. Okay.
The craziest thing is the thing that pisses me off most. If Dalvin Cook has an average game or
Average.
AJ Brown has an average game,
Yeah.
I would have completed the comeback.
Yep.
That's what pisses me off.
That's what I
Yeah.
was worried about because I think the last time I had looked at the score, it was 116, 124.
Yep.
And I was like, fuck, man, it's the second half. It's the middle of the third quarter. If any of these guys get anything, it's game over for me.
But your team hung in there. I mean, it's a win. That fantasy is all about getting those early wins, in my opinion.
Yeah, because like in the beginning, if you paid attention at all to like what the expected points were, like I was expected to get less than 120, and then I was like,
Yeah.
people started going off. Lamar Jackson was going off and everything, and all of a sudden I was
Oh,
projected
yeah.
to score like 150, 160, and it dropped fast, and it was like 126. And in my head, I was like, I needed to hit 130. In my head, I was like, if I hit 130, I'll be okay. And then when I
How
hit like
good was-
126, I was like, fuck.
How good was Lamar, though? Good
Bro.
night.
Listen, he was going to be what we have our segment on of the who showed me some TDs this week. He was going to be that guy. But Tua,
6 touchdowns.
6
Oh,
touchdowns.
Tua.
You just can't
Who
ignore
has
that.
Tyreek Hill? They need to get that stack.
Chalupa Batman.
They
So
need to get that one.
the episode, we're gonna like maybe change this, even this little small segment to
Yeah,
get your stack. I mean, that's
Yeah.
straight up. I mean, if you
that might be the theme of the show this week.
I mean, you
But
got
honestly,
love it.
can we stop talking about stacks? Because I don't want people to get ideas. Because there's a lot of good stacks out there.
There
But I
is.
mean, if you look back at things, like I've always had some type of stack. Even
Yeah.
now, like even though I'm not playing him right now because Lamar Jackson is playing out of his mind, like I still have my stack just in case. Like
Yeah.
I just think a lot of players don't do that. And we can't talk about Dewey because that's auto draft. We're not going to mention Branson because he just drafts people out of spite. I don't think Chris has the mental capability to figure that out. I think Nick can, but Nick is, I don't know, special. James would have been the person that I think could do it, but I've lost a lot
He
of
had a
faith
stack
in James.
last year.
Yeah, he had a
He
stack
had a
last
stack
year.
last year.
James and
had
Daniel,
too
I
much
don't
of a
understand how you guys are 0-2. I'm really embarrassed.
Hey, I honestly think that Daniel's team is going to be really good.
So he's saying that ultimately those players that he ended up trading to Daniel,
Mm-hmm.
Daniel's going to have a good team. And
He is.
so here's my point is, and you may be right, Kate. 100%. Wait, just hold
No,
on, hear me out.
he's fucking baiting you right
Hear
now.
me out. Hear me out.
No.
Because listen. Here's my whole point. Maybe, right? Maybe, but I think he's going to dig himself too far of a hole where he's not going to be like. It just doesn't matter if you're good late if you don't fucking make the playoffs, or if you get a tough matchup in the first round. I think Daniel's going to dig himself too far of a hole. Look again. He's 0-2 now. If you start look, so there's only one person in 10 years that 9 years that we've done it. It was Dewey. Dewey started Taco. He started 0-6 and won out. He won out and made playoffs. It was nuts. But
Yeah.
I mean, goddamn, you know how unlikely that shit's going to
Listen,
be in this league.
I get that. I understand that. But I can't listen to Cade on this. Cade is doing this to fucking sell you. Cade is the ultimate
He's
salesman.
look, he's supporting Daniel right now. He's like, Daniel.
Of course he is.
Daniel.
Motherfucking Daniel's traded him twice.
That's what I'm saying. He's like, Daniel, your team's going to be good. But what are you going to do for me this week? What have you done for me lately?
I'm waiting to see who else Daniel's going to trade this week.
Damn.
But Steven, can we have the first? Can we negotiate a trade really quick for Antonio or AJ Brown?
We're having some technical difficulties. Hold on.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Ultimately, there's only one Brown that I need on my team, baby. what can Brown do for you? And it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Look,
No, I don't want. What you really don't want AJ Brown?
look. Honestly, if it's for the right price, for me again, so we talked about this
For
earlier.
context, this is two salesmen going at it.
Yeah, but we talked about this earlier before we called you. The numbers that AJ Brown put up this week in a really high scoring game. Like again, I don't know. My quarterback had 31 points at halftime. It was a really high scoring game. But AJ Brown's numbers with 5 catches, 69 yards, those are the type of numbers I expect. I mean, he's going to be that 10 to 15. Again, he's going to have maybe a game or two where he pops off for 150, but that game that he had this week is kind of what I expect, and that's why I'm not throwing a huge haul and risking too much of my team to get that stack that may not be as fruitful as other stacks could be.
Listen, on the outside, I kind of want this to happen because I want Steve to fuck himself. I think Steven will fuck himself if he does that.
I got a question for you both because I keep hearing this whole thing about, or Steven just mentioned it. He said, I don't want to give too much of this, or I don't want to give too much of my depth. In the playoffs, it doesn't matter about your depth. You want to have, in my opinion, you want to have as many star players in your roster, in your lineup.
Kade,
it's one game.
Name me 2 star players on your team in the finals last year.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
0.
You didn't have them
because we looked at your team that you played with against Daniel.
No, I'm saying you didn't have star names. You had good players that played good at the end of the year, and we'll give you that.
You had players that were hot at the right time,
but you didn't have star names, so you can't use that.
I mean, if I would have had star players, I would have traded them away, but they're injured.
Yeah, fair.
So far this year, Michael Pittman and fucking
every single trade that you've made, somebody got hurt after.
Yeah,
that's fucking some bad luck. I'm not trading you. Listen, I'm not getting AJ Brown, man. He's gonna come over to my team. ACL. Oh fuck, man.
I'm just saying.
Knock on wood.
I get that Steven doesn't want to give up a lot for AJ Brown, but I think sometimes people get caught up in having so much depth in fantasy for people that just sit on the bench.
Yeah, you're right. Again, you said I didn't have assets, but I feel like I do have assets. We could probably make something happen, but
no, you have assets. I was just drunk and so.
I'll trade you St. Brown for Adams.
Oh wow!
Straight across? Yeah, I'll do that.
Really? I'm just fucking bullshitting. I'm not trading Adams for nothing. Can't.
Hey, you know me. You know me.
Amon-Ra
Steven,
St. Brown.
what would you want for Austin Eckler?
Jonathan Taylor?
No. I mean, again, he put up 7 points last week.
I'm just saying.
My dude's in the teens at least consistently. Yeah, he had a huge week 1, but I don't know, man. That's tough. Let's see. But I mean, look again.
Hey, listen, I'll do Adams for Eckler.
I do want.
I will do Adams for Eckler.
Oh wow.
I would do Adams for Eckler. I'm just throwing that out there.
Look. This is what pissed me off about last week about that trade going down. Is I wanted to make a trade. I was like, let's fucking wheel and deal, and I didn't make a deal, and I was really upset that shit happened and I wasn't included. So, trust me, that again, I have to be really looking at my shit right now. But yeah, I want to get a deal done. I want to make a trade. My team needs to get a little bit better.
You can throw me somebody else if you want to, but I'm 2-0 also. But I would do Adams for Eckler.
Yeah, I might do that. So
what about Pittman for CD?
You don't have Pittman. I thought you traded him.
No, I was just being funny.
Oh. Fuck no, dude. Fuck no, dude. Well, again, if Michael Pittman wasn't hurt, I mean, ultimately,
listen.
I would have never traded him.
Listen,
no
Kade.
way.
Listen.
Michael Pittman's amazing.
Listen. You could literally sell anything to anybody. You sold a wide receiver who everybody is declaring a wide receiver 2 in the NFL and on the media, who just lost his starting quarterback, who has somebody named Rush throwing to him. You traded him. You sold that. You are the salesman of the fucking year for doing that. I don't know how you pull that off, Trey, but wow. If I'm looking at it, star quarterback goes down, this person's supposed to be the main receiver. Guess what? It's the same reason why I tell everybody against DK. Look, I love DK. He's a great receiver. Not with Geno.
Yeah. Agree.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm roster baiting right now again. Start just looking at your guys' rosters. So like, oh man, we can make some trades, man. I'm just saying.
Listen, everybody
there.
else had some crazy drafts. Besides fucking Taco because he had auto draft, but it was still crazy. I guess
Team is good.
I think this draft would have looked a lot different if he was drafting for real. But
It would have been crazy.
yeah, we drafted some solid teams. I think Kade drafted a solid team besides fucking Russell Wilson. But now that I understand that he did it just for the trade and not because he thought that was a good move, it kind of changes things.
It wasn't. I wasn't keeping a lot of those players I picked. It wasn't because I wanted to keep them. It was because I needed to get Josh Allen.
Yeah,
I needed to.
Yep.
You have to.
That's the number one fantasy point quarterback player pretty much in the fucking league right now. So yeah.
Hey, do you have your app pulled up there, Kade?
Yeah.
So if you go over to the league and go ahead and hit scoreboard, if you can do us a favor and kind of just,
Do a run through of who
do a
you wanna
run through, pick your 5. If you didn't know, if you did watch the show last week,
Yeah.
I got all 5 picks correct.
We got to get
All 5.
You have to sit there and bring that up. Like I don't.
Mic drop, baby. Look, watch this.
That's a iPhone drop. Is
Hey,
what that was. That was pretty
fucking-
expensive drop.
Throw this mic. Just kidding.
Hold on. We love this mic, man.
So yeah, man, if you can pull that up,
I think
and
when we
kind of
get
go through. Obviously, you're gonna pick yourself. So you can,
I think when we get my cousin to do more cups, we think Cade should be the first one. We're gonna get you. It's gonna be the
So listen,
same theme.
I think
it's gonna be the same
100%.
neon type of theme. We're obviously gonna put some Dallas Cowboy thing up on there for you.
Yeah, why not? And you know what?
And he's champion.
So this is
2021 champion.
This is what I would like to do. Oh,
Yeah.
that would be cool. But what I'd like to do is Cade. He's our first person on the show. Let's get him a cup.
Yeah.
The second person. Like we'll order these in advance, but ultimately you come on, we'll kick you your cup, man. And there's plenty of weeks
That's pretty dope.
and there's plenty of weeks. I mean, it's a giveaway too. We can order a few extras for whoever just fucking makes a comment. Leave a comment here on this goddamn page.
Yeah, man.
Boom,
you know
we'll
what?
send you
Because
a
I've been
cup.
telling everybody in the
Why
league
not?
to sit there and just like, hey, leave a comment. Let us know what you want to see.
Yeah.
Nobody
not?
said shit.
So, Cade, we're gonna get you a cup, man. Show me some TD's Fantasy Football Podcast cup, man. We'll have a Dallas Cowboy logo and your name on there. Yeah, no, I want the exact.
Hey,
design
but
for
hey,
every
but
single person.
Cade, you fucking
Yeah.
lost, bro.
I
You
know.
fucking lost.
I know.
I know. Hey, Derek, I will wear some Seattle Seahawks gear.
Yep.
I'm a man of my word
Yep.
and of my bets, so I will definitely do that.
Listen, I'll let you wear this New Jersey
Holy
I got.
shit.
It's gonna be massive on you, but
Wait a
you
minute.
can wear it.
Wait a minute.
What?
So if he won, you were gonna wear some cowboy gear.
Yeah,
Holy shit,
that's
man.
something I will die before that happens. So
Fuck,
I'm glad
dude.
it didn't happen.
Damn, I'm actually kind of sad that he won. Like you won. I would have
Yeah.
loved to see that, dude, because you would have been fucking miserable in that Dallas
Yeah, I would
Cowboy
have been
gear.
fucking miserable.
But that
I talked a lot of shit, so the fact that I lost to Derek really sucks. But
He was like, "I hate you." He's like, we send him a message about getting on the show, and the first thing he says, "Just so you know, I hate Derek."
damn.
It's
yeah, literally, I literally hate this man.
Well, thank you again for joining the show. But if you can, let's
Yeah.
do this, man. Let's go through this rundown. I don't know what matchup you have first, but who's gonna win?
So looking at the matchups, I'm gonna do. It looks like. Hold on.
Awkward
All right,
silence.
so week 3 we got.
Yep.
Looks like Derek and Jeremy. Who's
And Josh,
who's both up?
Oh, Josh.
There we go.
Josh. Yep.
And
JB.
in this matchup, I actually like. I'm gonna go. with
don't
Derek
say.
again.
Oh, okay, about to say. Don't say it. I thought you were gonna say Josh. We
Yeah,
have a strictly
I
no
think-
Josh policy on here.
Yeah, just looking at it, Tennessee. Who is it? Devontae Adams plays Tennessee, and we saw what Diggs did there. We got Mixon against the Jets, and they suck. I think he'll eat. New England hasn't been good at all in the past, so I got Lamar. And he really only has Justin Herbert, which is really good, but he has.
But Justin Herbert might be hurt too.
Yeah. Saquon Barkley is iffy against Dallas, who has a pretty good D. Jamar Chase is really nice. He's going to eat. But overall, I got Derek winning that one pretty easily. James and Steven is a really good one.
Yeah, that's how I told him. Is
Yeah,
it's probably his
we
toughest
that
matchup of the year.
This
so
is
far.
my toughest matchup so far.
I like In this one, just looking at their rosters real quick, I still like Stevens. I like Stevens a lot. The matchups are really good. Kelsey in Indianapolis, St. Brown against Minnesota.
All right. Enough of that. Let's go on to the next game.
Trey and Daniel, fuck them both, so I don't really care.
Sheesh.
You traded both these assholes.
Fuck them both.
But
I got mine.
They both talk reckless and for no reason towards me. But
Yeah.
No
They
way,
really do.
dude.
if I had to choose between one of them, I gotta go with. I gotta go with. Fuck.
Don't say it.
God, I gotta go with.
Don't
I
say
gotta
it.
go with Trey.
Okay.
I gotta go with
Hey, who
I'm
cares?
about to say we put Daniel on the same punishment that we have Josh on. We'll never pick
we
him.
told him to prove it, man.
Wait, hold on. The only reason I can't say Daniel is because I don't know if Kamara is playing. And,
Exactly.
And Derrick Henry looks like a shell of himself.
And Russell
And
Wilson
CeeDee
is
Lamb-
shit.
Russell Wilson's shit and runs too much. And CeeDee Lamb has rush. So I want to say Daniel. I want to say
You were the
Daniel, but
coldest
I gotta
person
go with
ever.
Trey.
These are to go with Trey. All
That's
right.
awesome. That's awesome.
What's the next one?
Trey. And the last one was Optimus Prime and Chris.
Yep.
And that one's pretty easy to me. I gotta go with Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Team is just that auto draft is look
And
so
then
good.
it looks
I
like
can't remember who I picked. I don't know who I picked. Fuck it.
I won't do my team, but it looks like it's me and looks like Nick. And
I'm gonna guess you're gonna pick
honestly,
yourself.
No, I mean I should win, but he has like Cup is really good, Waddle's really
Wow.
good. Zeke Elliott sucks. Rodgers is at 10. Actually, no, fuck that. I should beat him pretty easily.
Hey.
Yeah, Rogers.
You
is
heard it here
scoring.
first. The defending champion is saying he should win easily against the juggernaut.
That's only because he has a really good team. I'm not hating on him, but Tampa Bay has a good defense. And other than that, he really only has Cup and Waddle.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Tampa Bay has a really good defense, and Green Bay. He still doesn't have any good receivers.
Yeah.
He just doesn't.
and I think it's going to be a shootout in Miami, and that means Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs could get another 75 together again.
Fuck,
Yeah, I think
man.
so too.
Fucking,
Yeah, I
I gotta
agree.
run
I
myself
can't
off.
believe. You know what's funny too is when you drafted in the first round and you drafted Stephon Diggs, Steven and I both looked at each other and we even said it on the podcast thing. He's going for Allen.
His intentions are very clear.
he made his intentions
Yep.
very clear. He's going for Allen.
Yeah, you guys did say that, and I had to do it. So you guys were right. You guys are both very
Fuck.
smart. So yeah.
I mean, technically, you could have went fucking Stephon Diggs, Allen first 2 picks. I would have talked
Yeah,
shit, but obviously it would have worked out.
It would have worked out.
Yeah,
fine.
but I was never going to take a quarterback that early.
I would have put you on TikTok, bud.
I think I was the Jalen Hurts at the 86th pick. Fucking right, dude. I love it.
If you haven't noticed,
Yeah.
Steven's never going to
So-
stop talking about shit that he does.
Those are my picks for the week. I'll probably get them all wrong, but those are what I
Hey,
have.
man, I mean, we can't always be right because we're not Steven.
Exactly.
Fucking shit.
Hey, do better. Hey, just do better.
Hey,
man.
whatever. You're
Do
right.
better.
I'll give it to you.
There you
You
go.
picked everybody right.
Yep, do
You
better.
even picked me. That's all that matters. You picked me over Cade. I bet you that sucked, Cade. That had to
It
hurt.
did. It does, but the crazy thing is, I have a ring and you don't.
Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes, he does.
technical difficulties. We're going through a tunnel. We can't hear you no more, Cade. Hey, thanks for coming on the show, man. I appreciate you a lot.
Hey, man,
Yeah,
appreciate
bro.
you again, reigning champion. We're coming for you.
We'll get you a cup here pretty soon.
Yeah. Yep, we're gonna get that ordered ASAP.
Sounds good. I look forward to it. And Steven, let's get a AJ Brown deal done.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you
Oh, yeah.
lost. You lost to me, by the way. Thank you.
You'll have a trade off for a couple of.
We'll talk to you a little bit later, bud. You lost to me. Bye.
Yeah. Show me some titties. Show me some titties. Show me some titties. I'm in the zone when you see me.